I'd like to introduce head coach Darcy Vincent from Appalachian State University, women's head coach Edgar Farmer from Wofford College, Kyle Calander from the Big South Conference, John Amarino, commissioner of the Southern Conference, Janet Cohn, senior administrator for University Enterprises and athletic director here at UNC Asheville, also the chair of the Sports Commission Board. I'll throw that in. It's the most important job. And Coach Betsy Blouse with UNC Asheville. I'd also like to recognize Jan Davis, City Council member, for being here today. We thank you for taking time out of your schedule to join us. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Janet Cohn now to share with us her vision for this event. And it was really her work, and we say this all the time about Janet, but she attacked it like a bulldog and made this event come to life. So I'll turn the microphone over to Janet.
Thank you, Ben. First of all, I want to thank each of you for being here today. I see many, many faces that are going to embrace this tournament and also all the basketball that we're bringing to Asheville. And I really want to point out three important things about today. Number one, this event is about lifting up college women's basketball. And I have been so fortunate in my career to work with men who really thought that college women's basketball is really something special. So I want to thank not only UNC Asheville and Radford, but also Appalachian and Wofford for being the first teams to participate in this, because you're taking a chance. But what we want to make sure of that is when you come to Asheville, you're going to feel like this is a national championship tournament. So thank you for being able to participate in this. I also want to say something else that's very important. The Asheville Buncombe Regional Sports Commission, under direction of Ben and a great group of people that helped form that, we really want to make sure that everybody knows Asheville loves college sports. And what a great way to start out, opening our Kimmel Arena with the first college women's basketball tournament with the Big South SoCon teams participating. So this is a lot about not only UNC Asheville, but about Asheville promoting college sports. And finally, I want to say thank you to both Kyle and John, because when you can get two college commissioners to agree to bring college women's basketball together in a challenge, that's really impressive. And both of these guys have been so wonderful about how important it is to get college women's basketball out in the forefront. And I really want to thank them for their leadership. And there's a few other people that need to be thanked today too, because what's special about this tournament is actually going to be televised. So I want to thank Jack Connors and the folks at WLOS. Not only are we going to play in a wonderful facility, we're going to get college women's basketball on TV here locally so that people can see how great they are. So I want to thank each of you for being here today. And I think the next person that's going to speak is Kyle.
I'm closest. There you go. And we'll pass it on down. Thank you. It's a real pleasure for me to be here, to be in Asheville, to be at UNC Asheville. It's my first time in the new facility. And first of all, congratulations to UNC Asheville on this wonderful new facility. It not only shows a commitment on the part of the university to the health and wellness of the Asheville community, but it also shows a real commitment to college basketball, which is certainly why we're here. I know certainly Betsy and Eddie have worked really hard and deserve a new facility like this. At least Betsy does. I only made that comment because I know Eddie's here, so that's for his benefit. But the main reason I'm here today is we're very excited about the Asheville Invitational. Again, it shows such a strong commitment on the part of UNC Asheville and the Asheville community to college basketball, what they're doing here. To add this to the long list of events in college basketball certainly means a lot, and it's no surprise given the successful history of this community. So I want to thank the Asheville Buncombe Regional Sports Commission. Ben, thank you for all your help and support. Appreciate UNC Asheville and everything they've done to really make this happen, and certainly Janet has worked so hard on this in putting it together. I also want to thank the Southern Conference, John, your coaches, for your support. As Janet mentions, it's not easy to pull something like this off. John and I have talked at times in the past about trying to put together this kind of an event. How can we get our universities, our basketball teams on the same floor to play each other? Makes a lot of sense. But of course, there's so many different issues, obstacles, priorities that go into that. So to be able to pull that off is significant, and John, really appreciate all the support of the Southern Conference in doing that. So we're looking forward to the Asheville Regional, Asheville Invitational. We're excited about it. We know it's going to be a great event. Everything that you all do here in Asheville is successful, and we know this will be as well. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you. I'm John Imarino with the Southern Conference. Kyle, I think, touched on all the important notes. I also wish to thank Janet and UNCA and the Sports Commission here in Asheville for bringing this together. Believe me, it is not easy to get two conferences to agree to what day it is, let alone getting teams to play in the same tournament. But we're really excited about this opportunity for a number of reasons. As you probably know, the Southern Conference is returning for its postseason basketball tournament in March, and we're extremely excited about that. But we think the Invitational will be a perfect lead-in, an opportunity for our teams to get some exposure in Asheville, and really, combined with the Big South, I think what we're going to be able to do is expose great quality Division I women's basketball to the Western North Carolina region. The women's game has made such a light years type of improvement in recent years, and there are a lot of fans out there, basketball purists, frankly, who would rather watch the women's game because there's a lot of teamwork involved. The game is played using all 5 players. You very rarely see the one-on-one and some of the other issues on the men's side. That's an exciting game too, obviously, but we really want to support women's basketball both in the Big South and the Southern Conference, and this event is a great showcase for that, and we're delighted to be here, very appreciative of the commitment that UNC Asheville has made, and Janet and Kyle have been terrific to work with. So we're excited about this and look forward to coming back for the first Invitational.
Thank you so much. I think, Mike Gore, where are we on the... Betsy is going to speak next.
How's everybody doing? Good. I got my royal blue on. We're ready. So I'm very excited to be here, and I really appreciate everyone coming today. Look around the room. We're not quite in yet, but we're very excited about the Sherrill Center, and Wilma Sherrill just walked in. Wilma, why don't you stand up, Janet? This is Wilma Sherrill. And a great dear friend of the entire university, the athletic department, and men and women's basketball. I really want to thank Janet Cohn. I mean, she's a former women's basketball coach, as we know, and she's been here, I guess, many years. But being a former women's basketball coach, she's just a great leader in terms of that. She cares about all the programs here, but we're doing a lot of special things to help promote women's basketball here. And I think from when we bid for the tournament for the Big South a few years ago, as we continue to bid and bringing the Southern Conference tournament here, and now with this Invitational, it just speaks to the support that we have from the top down. So thank you, Janet. The Sports Commission here, we're really excited about building that idea and that philosophy here in Asheville. So it's a great game, and I've had the opportunity this summer to do a lot of different things in terms of growth in the profession, and people love this game, and we want the city of Asheville to continue to love it. So thank you to everyone, and I thank y'all for coming.
Hi, good afternoon. I guess the thing is the fact that they got two commissioners to come together in two conferences. They forgot to tell you how easy it is to work with women's basketball coaches. So Jan, as an athletic director, we can now confirm the fact just how easy it was to get 4 teams involved in this type of game, and all this bad rumors out there, just how difficult us women coaches are. Not true. Obviously, it's a great privilege to be here today. To walk into this arena, it just excites you. For the last 10 days of our lives, we've been sitting in gyms and watching some really Well, we've been watching basketball, recruiting. So, I don't know if you can necessarily say it excites you about your job, but when you walk in today and you realize everything that's going on and the promotion that Asheville, the city, is given to women's basketball, your heart starts to beat a little bit faster, and obviously my words are going to come out quicker because I'm a fast talker as I get excited. So, it's a great, privilege, honor. It's kind of ironic of how Appalachian got into this event. We really didn't know it was happening in the sense that we had to give back a game to Asheville because they came to our place last season. So at the end of the day, when they're calling us back saying, "Oh, by the way, you're in this inaugural, tournament and this tip-off between the SoCon and the Big South," it was even a bigger benefit to us to walk in here and to hear that all of the city's doing for it and the coverage and just the high promotion of women's basketball as a coach. And when Ben was emailing me, are you coming? Are you coming? I said, at the end of the day, absolutely. How can I not be here to promote something that we want so badly and to get us out there and to get our teams out there and just how hard we play. And so I just have to offer a great, extended thank you. The appreciation that we have here and everything that we're doing, and then yes, to turn around and come back here in March. Hopefully it'll be another great experience, both two I'm looking forward to for us and just to be able to walk in this facility again and everything that you have. So, and like Edgar will talk about, the food is always good, so our kids are going to be happy that way. We might walk out of here a few pounds heavier, but that's okay. I get the Southern way now. But again, it's just a great thing to be here and to have this. And now I'm looking more forward to December than anything else, so I can't get here quick enough. So thank you very much.
I hope everyone is doing great today and in the midst of a magnificent Monday. I hope you're having one of those, because I surely am. When you're sitting up here with such great people and you walk in, you see the banners, you see the microphones and everyone's name card, you know something big is about to happen, and you can feel that. And even though we're in the midst of July, you just know that something great is on the horizon. And so I'm so flattered to be a part of this and so excited. And we just can't wait. And yes, there are some amazing restaurants here in Asheville. I'm a little bit bummed that there's a banquet on the night before. I may tell our team that we have to eat another meal, a fourth meal after that, because there are so many great places here. But, like the panel has talked about, it's exciting for women's basketball. I think we're all big fans as well as coaches, and I can't wait to see the second game as well as playing the first one, and I hope that it's going to be a success. And it's fun to be a part of something from the ground up and from the very beginning. So again, thanks for having the Terriers. Thank you very much for putting this great event together. We look forward to having a great time, and we'll see you in a few months.
I think we also want to mention, just so you know, Radford's head coach is out of the country. She is actually coaching her national team. And I think that speaks volumes of the quality of coaches that we have both in the Big South and the Southern Conference. So it's going to be an exciting, wonderful tournament. And I think Mike Gore is now going to take over as a MC. He's coming around.
Okay, let's open up for questions. Any questions for the panel? Keith?
Well, what we did this first go-round, we sent out emails, both commissioners did, inviting anyone and trying to get the interest. And like we mentioned earlier, Betsy was already playing Appalachian as a home game, so we knew we had at least 2 teams committed. And then, after that, we were able to get Radford and Wofford, because the concept got started kind of late, and as we all know, scheduling is done many years in advance now. So I will say, though, for next year, we've already got some women's teams lined up, and even Radford said they want to come back again next year, and now we're working to get the men's teams included so that we'll have the women here on Saturday and the men at the Civic Center on Sunday. So it could really be a great event.
Okay, anything else? Well, thank you so much for coming today. Media folks, if you want one-on-one interviews, we can do that right afterwards. And anything else, Ben? Thank you for coming.